I thought at the last minute that Dorian was going to dispute it and go for the bucks.
No. She just wanted Blair out, and, she is.
And are you sure there's no problem with us getting married under the San Dominican divorce, right?
Positive.
Well, let's do it then. What about today?
You're on. I would like to go home and change into something, you know, a little more bridal.
Why? Okay.
Oh, and I received the strangest invitation from Asa Buchanan for this
Oh,
morning.
yeah, I got one, too. Maybe we should check it out.
Yeah, why not? City Hall's open till 5.
Anybody else you want to invite?
No. No one I know would understand. You?
I don't know anybody. Except maybe Vicky. But she's away. She's in Washington at a conference for the National Association of Boring Publishers or something.
Shouldn't you be there?
I sent Briggs. See, I don't get along well with the... I'm not boring.
You're telling me.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we have a few laughs? We'll swing by Ace's, we'll check this whole thing out, and you go get suited up or whatever. We'll swing by City Hall and tie the knot.
Well, hello, you two.
Hey.
So tell me something. When are you guys going to tie the knot?
Oh, well, at the rate we're going, 2012.
Yeah, I had no idea preparing for a wedding was so complicated.
Oh, where's Paul?
I wouldn't know, sir. Didn't bother to inform me of this meeting. I would have baked.
Does anybody have a clue as to why we're here?
Well, my guess would have been Angel Square or the waterfront, but the Vegas aren't here, and the rest of us don't add up.
Not a lot in common in this room.
Unless Ace has a fix on the Armitage bombing.
May I ask what you are all doing here?
They claim you invited them, sir.
Now, why would I do that?
Well, you tell us, Pa.
I did not send this. If I wanted to see any of you, which I sure as hell don't, I would have called you.
More guests. Excuse me.
Do you think this could be a prank?
Well, it's beginning to look that way. Yeah, well, who's playing it? And what's the point?
Well, whoever did it is going to be very sorry. Of course, time is money to me.
A messenger just delivered this, sir.
No return address, no postmark. Ah, videotape. I'm earmarked with nothing.
Is there a note in it?
Nope.
Well, what is it, anyway?
Well, what do you say we find out? Nigel, stick this in the VCR.
You're sharp, you're aggressive, and you are a whiz with numbers.
You don't think this is from our private collection, do you?
Nah. Are you sure it won't explode?
Well, why don't you stick your hand in there and find out? You're the expert.
Why don't we just, watch the tape?
She's right, Nigel. What the hell's taking so long?
Would you care to do the honor, sir?
Anytime.
Hi. I hope everybody was able to make it. You're probably wondering why I gathered you here today. I've always wanted to say that. Well, I simply had to have all of my loved ones together so that I could wish them proper farewell. Well, it's you. Really? It's so you.
Nigel, what the hell is this?
Taya, did you know about this?
Scout's honor.
Calm down. I'll explain everything. As you can see, I've left Lambview far behind me. I know my departure may seem abrupt, but there were extenuating circumstances, which I will get into later. But first, I felt I owed each of you, my closest and dearest friends, a personal goodbye.
I don't believe this.
You probably don't believe this, but Hank, it's because of you that I've decided to take a rest career. when we last matched wits in the courtroom, I could see how burned out you were. And quite frankly, I just never want to look like that.
She's got a point there, Hank.
Bo, my faithful appointee, we certainly have had different views of things over the years. Most recently, what constitutes community service. But at least you are a loving and supportive stepson.
What about me?
As were you, Clint. I just loved how you welcomed me into this family with such open arms. I will always cherish the brief but happy moments we spent together as Buchanan.
I'm not saying a word.
Nora, Nora, the irrepressible, outspoken Nora. Every time I needed a lawyer, you declined.
You're darn right.
Which I'm sure was only because you wanted to preserve our unique friendship. I will always remember you as my matron of honor.
Sorry I missed that.
Patrick, seriously, I'll never forget our little sleepover. The night we became fast friends. Every time I take a bubble bath, I think about you.
Oh.
Todd, how could I ever repay your generosity? Was saving your daughter's life enough? I don't think so. Perhaps you could show this tape at the custody hearing. Your Honor, if you're listening, Todd is the most gentle and most caring parent I have ever known.
Does she really think we could use that?
Taya, I hope you can use that. I've rarely encountered a more brilliant legal mind than yours. With the exception of mine, of course.
Praise from Madam is, oh, yeah, high praise indeed.
Nigel, I hope you're in the room. If you ever need a job, this is an enormous boat. And I can afford to pay you as well as Asa.
You wish.
And Asa, my loving, sweet cowboy. Our relationship ended badly. But I forgive you. You just didn't understand me.
And I ain't the only one, you witch.
So I just want all of you to know that everything I did for love.
Hello, all. Asa, how you doing, big guy? Asa, I'd like to extend my thanks for allowing me the company of this gorgeous creature. Alex and I will think of you often. 30 million times, in fact. Sentimental fools that we are, we kept the case it came in. Thanks, Asa. Say goodbye, love.
Goodbye.
Madam looked well.
And they say the crime doesn't pay.
Thanks to you, Tab.
No. Thanks to the shaky police department.
Who was that anyway?
Who the hell cares? She's got my 30 million. Nigel, come on, let's figure out where that tape came from.
Well, it makes a good story. Yeah, for the banner, maybe. I don't think the Sun is going to print this garbage.
Oh!
As long as I live, I don't think I'll ever understand how justice works in this town.
My word, Taya, what is that?
A diamond ring.
Do you have an announcement to make?
Well, it all happened so fast.
Oh, well, who's a lucky guy?
You're kidding me.
Oh, well, thanks for your warm wishes, Nora. We got to get a move on. Unless you want to be late for your own wedding.